Hey everybody, this is Charlie Dobbins. I want to welcome you to the first episode in what I'm calling the Look Over My Shoulder video series. This is an opportunity for you to kind of watch me work. Many people have come to me and said, hey Charlie, I know what you do, I know how you go out there and you're constantly looking at deals, and you're negotiating deals, you're getting deals in a contract. Can I look over your shoulder? Can I come in and mentor for you and see how you operate? And I thought, that's just not the way I do business. And then I thought about it and I thought, I could record every 2 weeks and show people exactly what I've done as I move towards my goal of acquiring a new property this year. And so that's how this whole Look Over My Shoulder series has come about. It's really going to be played out almost like a soap opera. I'm going to keep you in the loop on all the good, the bad, and the ugly as to how deals are progressing. But this is going to be a lot of fun for you to see how the sausage is made, so to speak. So let me give you a little bit of background here. What my goals and objectives are. This year, I set it as a goal to add to my portfolio. I own about 6 apartment complexes now. Now is a great time to be getting out there and buying property. The financials are very, very strong. At the same time that we're just starting the second term of Barack Obama's administration, and the talk is now that inflation is going to rear its ugly head, and if it does, we all know what's going to happen to the hard assets. They're going to take off. So gold, silver, and real estate. Real estate is my thing. I understand it. That's why I love doing it. So I am going to be acquiring more multifamily property this year. Whether I do it as a group, I do it myself, I do it with some partners, I'm not sure. But you will see how it's going to play out every step of the way. Let me kind of give you a little bit of background. I'm going to be looking in 2 particular areas, and I'll explain why in just a moment. One of them happens to be Lexington and Northern Kentucky. I already have property there. My management company is already there. My third-party management company that I own is already located in that area. I've got great employees. I like that area. I think the prices are right. I already have some pretty good relationships. So I'm going to be looking in that area. In addition, I'm also going to be looking in South Carolina, and I'm going to show you exactly how I'm going to be tapping into that area. And here's the point, folks. I don't have any background in South Carolina. I am looking at South Carolina because that is where I want to retire to. That's where I want to have a multifamily business. So, if I sell all my other assets around the country and I look to retire, I want it to be down in the South Carolina area. So I'm going to start looking in that marketplace and see if there's anything worth buying. And I'm telling you right now, folks, I am starting from a dead start. I don't know anyone. I know one person in South Carolina. I don't know anyone else. I really need to start digging if I'm looking to buy something this year in that marketplace. So you're going to see how I do that every step of the way. In addition, as I mentioned, I'm not starting at a standstill. I already have some relationships with brokers out there, especially and only in the Lexington, Northern Kentucky area. And as a result, because the year has already started and I've already got my goals moving, I've already made some offers on different properties, and I will bring you up to speed on what happens with those particular deals and also some of the relationships that have progressed. I already have existing broker relationships. I've already made a deal on or made an offer on a tax credit property. I'm speaking with a retiring landlord. These are, as you know, how I look for deals. Everything has to be off market. I don't go for those deals that are on LoopNet. I don't care about those deals. Let the world pick those over. They're not for me. I'm looking for the real off-market opportunities. Watch how I create and find new broker relationships. And that's what I'm going to show you right now. So that in our first episode, you can see what I do today and what the impact of what I did 2 weeks from now is going to have. So you'll see exactly what I mean. Let me show you. Now here we are at LoopNet. I'm sure you've all seen this screen before, but I'm going to show you 2 ways that I use LoopNet in a different way. Now remember, as I said, I don't have any relationships in South Carolina. So over the next 2 weeks, I'm going to start digging down deep and finding some relationships in South Carolina while I am working at all the other businesses that I operate. So let me show you how I do that. First thing I'm going to do is let's look for property that meets our criteria in South Carolina. All right, my criteria, I'm going to look for units, 100 units on up. And that's all I'm going to do, 100 units to, let's say, 500 units. That's a good size. And those are the only, I can dig down deeper, more search options, but I'm going to leave it at that for now. And I do a search. I might have gone too high with the 100. Let's see what they've come up with. They asked me for if I want to pay money. No, not right now. I can see, okay, maybe I might have to pay money. I've got 6 premium subscriber properties: Elgin, Greenville, Clover, Simpson, Greer, and Columbia. Well, you know what, guys? I don't really want to pay the money to go look at these properties. But what I do find out here is that NAI Earl Furman, LLC, is a broker that is listed at 2 of those 6. So he's somebody that I'm going to be getting in touch with. In the meantime, I'm going to take a look at this Plaza Place Apartments. And that's with Brown Realty Advisors. Let's send Brown, let's hit the button here, Contact Listing Broker. And your message has been sent. Good. So I'm going to start speaking to Brown. Now let's go back and just modify the results slightly, because I think I'm too limiting in South Carolina for 100 units. So what I'm going to do is scroll back down here. I'm going to change this to 50. And let's hit a, for sale. Where's my go button? Here's my go button. Go. All right, now I've got 20 results. All right, that's a little bit better. What I'm going to do here is click on the Save This Search and set up email alerts. I'm going to call this South Carolina 50 to 500. And I'm going to get weekly email alerts, and I'm going to hit Save. Okay, great. I'm going to start receiving notification once a week on all the properties that have just hit the market in South Carolina from 50 to 500. Now remember, folks, I don't like going market. I don't like deals with LoopNet. It's tough to find really good deals. That's not what I'm looking for. What I'm really looking for is to find out who the brokers are that are doing that type of business. Another thing that I do, that was number 1, here's number 2, is to find a broker. So I'm going to look for a sale broker of multifamily in Carolina, South Carolina, sorry about that. And no particular name, I hit submit. And what comes back? All of these brokers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Scott Rogers. And well, look at Scott. Well, that's where he's located. Let's try contacting Scott a different way. Contact broker. And I will slide this right in here. Let's say Scott. I am looking for multifamily assets in South Carolina with between 50 to let's limit it down to 250 units. I am a real estate. I am a multifamily. Let's gin it up a little bit here. Multifamily investor, and am looking for in South Carolina between 50. Please contact me to discuss your listings. Let's say that. And I say thanks, Charlie Dobbins. And then I copy all of this. I copy it. I hit send. and he's been contacted. Next thing I do is I go down to Dexter Ramsey. I hit contact broker, put it right back here on the screen, put my cursor in there, I hit V, boom, send. Now you can only do this so many times a day with LoopNet because they do watch for spam, and they don't want to see people. Okay, I hit the wrong thing, but there's Mac Fanning, contact broker. And you see this, folks, within a very short order, I can contact a lot of brokers down there in the South Carolina area. So that is how I am going to use LoopNet to get my face down there in an area that I am not all that familiar with. But I can assure you that I will become very familiar with that marketplace, and you will see how my knowledge grows over the next couple of weeks. So that's it. I want you to make sure you keep your eyes peeled. Every 2 weeks you're going to be getting an update. So what you're probably going to see next week are, how's my offer going on the tax credit property? How is my relationship with the tired landlord? What other deals in the Lexington, Northern Kentucky area have I been able to drum up over the last 2 weeks? And then you're going to start to get more of the soap opera on the brokers and the properties that I'm looking at in the South Carolina marketplace and the knowledge that I'm gaining in South Carolina. So, as you know, it's up to you. There is nothing that I just did that you can't do. So what are you waiting for? Don't wait, folks. You're getting closer and closer to retirement. You have a great opportunity right now to put together all the necessary resources in order to start buying multifamily property. That's what we are here for. Let us know how we can be of assistance. And just remember, as I always say, perfection is for cowards. Get out there and start working. Don't wait until everything is just right, because it will never be. So folks, thanks for your time, and stay tuned for episode number 2.